AI works better whenever you stop using one single chat. You have to separate thinking from doing two different functions, two different chats. They are not the same thing. So I always keep a throwaway chat open all day. I've got like 4 different monitors, and one of them is almost always what I call my scratch pad. ChatGPT literally has a button for a temporary chat. So basically it's disposable, and it's for stuff that doesn't really matter. Why do we have to split thinking from doing? Thinking is messy at first. You know, whenever you're telling a story to a friend or you're speaking up in a meeting and it's the very first time you've said that out loud, it doesn't come out quite right, does it? Because you know what you mean, but it's not really making a whole lot of sense. That's because you're saying it out loud while you're still figuring it out. You're trying to find the words in real time, which is totally normal. That belongs in its own chat before the real prompt begins. That's why writers start with a rough draft, and that's why a carpenter sketches a blueprint before they build something. That's why leaders go and they talk ideas privately in a room before they go public with their decision. That's why the most famous hit songs and the best movies of all time, they took months of drafts before they got that scene or that lyric perfect. And we forget that in this world of AI, we don't just go to the real chat and ask it to do something. We have to first test our bad ideas. We have to throw in those random questions or figure out what it is that I'm actually wanting. And so in my throwaway chat, I will go in and just ramble about a project or a problem I'm having. I'll dump in a bunch of documents. I'll have it ask me clarifying questions. Sometimes I contradict myself until I get the clarity that I need, or I get the right wording. And the reason I don't do that in the real chat is because the model is working inside of a limited context window. It's going to carry the whole conversation as context, and so it will not be able to perform well if it has a whole bunch of mixed signals or just like some half-formed tasks that you've been chatting with it about. So the mistake that a lot of people make is they ask one chat to do both of those jobs. Thinking and execution are two different steps. Execution needs a stable objective. It needs you to talk in direct language and give it the right context and the constraints. It's going to go off the rails if you clutter up the chat with messy ideas. So sort that out somewhere else and start a new chat fresh once your request is better formed.